Welcome back to Rural Vacant Land. This is Luke Smith. I've got another cheap, easy property I'd like to show you. This one's $1,899. It's 10 acres. It's in Elko County, Nevada. And I'd like to show you this one because I just noticed it's the cheapest one in the county. I'm surprised nobody bought it yet. I've had numerous people call me about it, say they're going to buy it. So nobody's actually bought it. So I'm scratching my head and I'd like to point it out. So let's pull this one up. It is 10 acres. Taxes is like $21 a year. 21 bucks a year for 10 acres. That's really good taxes. Um, I pay a lot of property taxes, so trust me, that's a low one for 10 acres. Open this up. Let's pull it up and see where we're at on the map. So this is northern Nevada, northeastern Nevada. This is Elko County. And so this is the part of the United States. We're in San Francisco, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, San Diego. I'm down here, so I'm not going to come give you a tour. But the property's up here, and you can click on the GPS links to take a tour of it yourself. Here's Route 80. It goes right south of the property here. And West Wendover is just south of the property. Salt Lake City's over here. That's the major airport you'd come in and out of. If you're going to fly in, take a tour, rent a car or something, drive out there. Salt Lake City is your destination. But West Wendover is where you go for lumber, nails, screws, that kind of stuff. Need a new level, new trowel, new whatever. You're building a home, right? You're going to need tools and supplies. Wendover has that at the hardware shop down there. Montello, the little town here, has got a bar. They've got elementary school. They got post office. This direction, there's a university here in Elko. There is all kinds of grocery stores, Walmart, Home Depot, major box supplies of construction equipment. You can get there, like, your windows and doors and, your shingles and insulation and that kind of stuff. I'm not sure if West Wendover has that. You get a lot bigger selection in Elko. And, this is 21st century. Probably just order it online anyway. Have Amazon deliver it. You don't have to drive over here, but just saying, it's over here if you want to drive over here and get it. So there's Elko. Elko's got the big hospital too. And then, so let's zoom in. This is Pilot Valley, and Pilot Peak Road is this road that comes up through the valley. I wish it had street view, but it doesn't have street view on here because you could see Pilot Peak. So Pilot Peak here, this is what the settlers would see when they're coming across the deserts by Salt Lake City. They'd see this big mountain here because it's like 12,000 foot, sticks out of the floor. It's 4,000 foot, so it's like 6,000 foot off the floor, and it's usually snow capped and just one heck of a peak to look at from different directions. Oh, there's a picture here. Let's see if I can blow that up. Oh, what did I do now? There's a hiking routes on the backside. Oh, here's a view off the top of it. See how that looks. There we go. So the road's down below, and the property is going to be over here in this valley. Here's the hiking friends. They hiked up the top of Pilot Peaks. No snow when they did this one. There's the mailbox at the top. You can keep your notes and stuff. So this valley down here is the valley with the property. Some pine trees. These rocks look like good building materials. But so here's Salt Lake City over there. So this is the kind of terrain the settlers are crossing, and they're looking at this peak going, oh man, got to get across this stuff. It's nasty over there, but you come around the corner in Pilot Valley, there's a lot more wildlife. There's pronghorn bouncing, like the white butt guys that bounce along. Here's some different pictures. Here's a route people are taking to get up there, or one of the routes. There's lots of different ways to hike it, I'm sure. But let's get out of this. Because the property's here. If you like hiking, there's your hiking spot. Go topple that mountain. But so there's pronghorn that run this valley. There are mule deer. There's elk that live in the mountains that come down in the winter. They probably come, graze down here, and then they go back up in the summer. So you see elk running through the valley, different, times of the year, especially in the winter. And then there's deer that probably do a lot of the same. They migrate back and forth. In the summer, you see the pronghorn come in, and you see the big game, the deer and elk and stuff move up. But there's also horses. There's Mustangs, wild Mustangs in this valley. So you've got a lot of big grazing animals that run this valley that live off the grasses and stuff that are in the valley. And then there's cattle too. There's guys still running cattle all through here. This is cattle country, so you got to fence the area off if you want to keep the cattle out of your land. And so this particular property here, it looks like this map is directing to the north side, but I think you'd take the south side for a little more privacy. You know, basically make this driveway. You might have to cut a bush or two out of it, but you turn off a pilot road here and come in this 2-track and then take the first one that goes north up to the property following the GPS, right? So there's GPS on my website. You click on the GPS, it'll give you driving directions. So follow these 2 tracks till you get to the GPS coordinates. The GPS coordinates are in the center of the 10 acres. It's right here. The neighbors just to the north, I mean, you could run down the track that's next to them, but I don't think it goes all the way. Kind of stops short. I think this track from the south is going to be better. So yeah, but the neighbors, I mean, zooming in on the neighbors, they got a pond. I don't know if they like drilled a well and started pumping, or they got a spring they took advantage of, or what, but they got water there. So it'd be good to talk to them about what the water situation is. See if you could set something like that up over here, because a pond could be an awesome thing to have. I mean, I'd be putting catfish in there and all kinds of stuff, right? See what I could get to grow. But you know, a source of water to run your homestead for your horses. My wife would be riding horses in every direction all over the place. She loves riding horses. I think that's what this country could be really good for. You just about let them run around the area and then keep food there so they come back regularly, or they stick around the area. You know, should probably fence them in, but my wife would probably go a little more wild than that. Elko County, here we go. So here's a map. I pulled up this map so we get some lot lines. Let's zoom in on that. I think it's a little off. I think this line should be over here with the road. So I think the map's a little off, but you get the idea. It's just a square. It's 660 feet by 660 feet. And it's directly north, south, east, west. So those GPS should put you in the middle. And I'd also, if you could find this 2-track trail here, run 660 feet directly west of that, I think you'd find the west boundary of the property. And you could probably go 660 feet off of that guy's fence line south, and you get the south boundary of the property. Or get a surveyor out there and do it right. So here's another set of lines. They got it here too. So they got the 2-track over here, but the lot line over here. This property kind of lines up with the lines that this one's doing. He's got a 40 acre instead of a 10. You got a couple neighbors to the south, and then that line that runs down here. See, these lines generally run the borders, the section lines. And I pulled up the market here, because this is what I was looking at. Inspired me to make this video. Elko County, price low to high. I did 9 to 11 acres, because there's a lot of 10 acres in Elko, and I just wanted to look at the 10 acres. So just the 10 acres. This is payments. This is sold. This is $34.99. This is payments. This is sold. This one is sold. The $17.99. That was me, but that one's sold. That one's gone. I just put the request in to get that off the website. That should drop off there pretty soon. But it's already sold. Like if we visit the website, it says sold, right? It already says sold, yeah. So this one, you visit the website. This is the one we're talking about. Here's the property. $18.99 cash sale for sale, 10 acres, $18.99. And I pulled up Elko County on Instagram, This is how I like to learn about some of these areas. I mean, these are live pictures, people in the area taking pictures. Man, look at this one. That's a beauty. What lake is that? Ruby's Root. I don't know if I should play this or not. I don't know how to mute it. So this looks like they're going hiking in the Ruby Mountains, and Ruby Mountains are not very far from the property. So you could go to lakes and mountains and stuff like that. You can go on Instagram and watch the video if you like. So here's some more pictures of Ruby Mountains, I think. So this is the area, and someone flying a tent. Here's some pictures of some scenery in the area. I mean, these are the kinds of bush and tree bush things that grow around the area. Dozens of small towns lay scattered across the Steptoe Valley and Elko, White Pine counties. Yeah, so it's just, there's a lot of land out here that's waiting to be used. Cherry Creek Range. Someone's got some off-grid action going. This looks like Pilot Peak here. Let's see what this says. Yeah, there's Pilot Peak. That looks like it's coming from the south, though. I think it's south-southwest look view of the mountain. So this property would be around up there somewhere. Oh, look at this guy. He's going hunting. Ready for the hunt. These guys are going hunting. This is what you do in Elko County. I mean, you can take your guns, whatever kind of gun you want. You don't get all girlish about guns like California. And you can go shoot stuff. As long as you don't shoot the sheriff, you should be fine. So here's, look at the deer down. Those are horses. That's a nice view. Elko County. That's Elko County right there. There's some beautiful scenery in Elko County. Some beautiful people, happy people. Some beaver happening in Elko County. Look at that. 3-tier beaver dam. Elko County. Some Mustangs. Nice. Good looking Mustangs. It's Elko County. It's a funky looking sky. That's Elko County. Horses, horses, horses. There's fishing too. There's a bunch of good trout fishing. Look around the area. There's a lot of good deer, trout, horses. So, some creative guys having fun in Elko County. So that's what people are doing in the area. Live Instagram pictures, nothing edited. And let's go back to the property. So if you go down below, hit the link, you can click on that to go to my website and buy this one. There's a buy it now button there. Click on that and fill out your title information, tax address, contact information, hit next, put your credit card in there, and the property's yours. You can start using it the same day. Elko makes it really easy to move in with a tent, RV, bus, mobile home, build a real home, all the above, any of the above, none of the above, whatever you want to do. Elko is really easy. They're just happy to have you. Good Western hospitality. So there's the property. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more properties like this, please hit the subscribe button. I'd be much appreciated. Luke Smith, thanks.